Let that happen. You were supposed to short it. I don't care what the indicators say.
Hey, Bobby, can you bring the car around? We're going to be ready to go in like 10 minutes. Thank you.
Well, I operate on information, not market trends. You know that.
Bernard, this is Pierre.
Come on.
How may I help you?
Hello, Pierre. This is Mrs. Dutchman. We're running about an hour behind, so I'm going to need to push our reservation. Is that all right?
Not a problem. Your table will be ready for you whenever you arrive.
Gorgeous.
It's okay.
Absolutely gorgeous. But there's something missing. Close your eyes. Happy 19th, baby.
Mark. It's stunning.
Just like you. Only the best for my girl. I love you.
Love you.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Boom Boom Room.
One drink and we're out.
No worries, whatever you need.
You believe that you Italians invented sex, whereas everyone knows
Have a little private party.
we Greeks.
Hey, so that cryptic message on the phone, what are we talking about?
Bronson and Jennings.
The pharmaceutical company.
It's selling at 25. Come Monday, it's half that. The new cancer drug is shit. It's getting squashed next week.
So we short B&J?
And buy up what's left with the profit.
I didn't see you at the Conservancy lunch.
I know, I'm sorry I couldn't make it.
Well, you know there's an opening on the board.
I know, but my plate is so full, and I was thinking that Tiana would be perfect.
I'd be honored to help out. We should talk.
Positive.
What the fuck is positive?
Most successful female Viagra the world has ever seen. B&J holds the patent.
Now you have my attention.
Ladies, as you know, it's my anniversary, so I am... Anniversary? Yes, say goodnight.
Well, in that case, I'll wire the funds.
Use the...
Yeah, the family account. I know about the family account.
Family account? What are you boys plotting?
Our new summer house in Southampton.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sasha Lazard.
The dawn unfolds in blues and golds, colors form.
Taxi for you, Mr. Dutchman.
My driver's here. Thanks. How you know my name?
I've seen you on Mad Money and The Crunch. Put your drive at the top of the list and you become an unstoppable force.
Not bad.
Your words really hit home with me.
Keep watching, kid.
Sir, any chance a hard-working guy who's ready to put the job first could catch a break and come work for you?
Why the hell would I give you a job?
How else is a guy from the outside supposed to get in?
Give my office a call tomorrow. See if we can use you.
That is what I'm talking about.
What was that business with Howard about the family account?
Just an opportunity that shouldn't be missed.
I know, but what did it have to do with the family account?
Just tax reasons, baby. Let me worry about the business, okay? I've done well so far, right?
Excellent. Oh, did I tell you who called me the other day?
Oh.
Aaron.
Steele?
Mm-hmm.
Your old boss, huh?
Yes.
For what?
But they're looking for an executive editor, and he was wanting me to come back.
For what, 120K a year plus dental? Why bother?
Well, it's not really about the money, and it's...
Baby, between India and China and this new deal with Howard, I need all your attention on me right now. All of it. It's too important. I love you so much.
Stop wasting my time, Louis. I don't want to hear it. Yo, don't call me again until it's done, all right? We're only interested in alpha projects with outsized returns. Stop nodding when you don't understand something. It's your worst tell.
Tell?
Pick up a copy of Doyle Brunson's Super System. Read it cover to cover by next week or don't bother coming back.
What's it about?
Power poker.
Got it.
Don't say got it. Faster than I would have given you credit for, Louis. Let's hear it. You just earned your Hanukkah bonus. Congratulations. You play golf?
Not well.
Learn. You only play the Deep Dale Club in Long Island.
Why the Deep Dale Club?
You don't know something? Act like you do until you figure it out.
And what if I can't figure it out, boss?
Can't figure it out? Join the fucking Peace Corps. That means you're not cut out for this game. I should have my own show. Fuck Trump. Fuck me.
It's a true story. Oh, hold on. My. I like this place. Indeed, I do. Where are you going? Excuse me, I have to go speak to my concierge. Give me that leg.
Are you sure you have enough?
My dear woman, I'm an aristocrat. We always have enough.
You're facing real time, Howard.
And believe me, we would love to see you do that time. But there's something we love even more.
Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, pop the left knee behind the right ankle, sit down, seated spinal twist. Inhale the right hand down, the left arm up. Exhale, twist, look over your right shoulder.
Suzanne Dutchman,
Yes?
I'm gonna need you to come with me. Let's go.
What the hell's going on?
This is all Howard. We are not guilty in any way. Without his testimony, they ain't got shit.
Why are they holding you without bail? You know, they're saying they're gonna charge me.
No. The lawyer's gonna straighten this out. Listen to me. Nothing is gonna happen to you. Okay?
Is this your first time?
Yeah.
What made you come?
Sorry.
Why did you volunteer?
I wanted to do something good for the community.
When people see a blind man start to get up, their instinct is to grab his arm. Big mistake with Bill.
Got it.
Don't use hand signals. Bill can still see some shapes and light, but he won't be able to discern any waving or pointing.
No gesticulation.
I'll take two.
I'll take one.
Flush. Jack high.
Sorry, Sonny. Straight flush to the king.
Damn.
When you speak to a blind person, don't omit words like see or look. No one wants to be asked if they've heard any good movies lately.
Got it.
Remember, he's a person. His disability is only one feature of his personality.
I know who he is.
He doesn't like fans either.
No. What are you doing with that fucking thing? If the Luddites had persevered, we'd all be a hell of a lot happier. I'll give this shit something to worry about.
Becca, what's wrong?
I was trying to teach him about the new GPS app, and he started screaming, saying that technology was going to rob us of our humanity. Good luck.
Gavin O'Connor, meet Bill Oakland, our very own Indominus Rex.
You know I prefer the sound of a lady's voice, Hella.
Oh, he's pretty like a lady.
When are you going to run away with me?
When are you going to shave?
You know, everybody keeps talking about how beautiful you are, Ella, but to me, it's your spice. Gets me every time.
I'll see you in 2 hours, you blind son of a bitch.
Hell, young man, come in, sit down.
Thank you.
Speak.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna need a little bit more than that.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Keep going.
Well, keep going with what?
For the love of God, would you connect 3 sentences together so I'll have some sense of whether or not the next 2 hours of my bleak and blind life will be bearable or torture to my ears? Could you do that?
Yeah,
You're not doing community service, are you?
I volunteered.
Why? You got a hard-on for blind men?
No, I couldn't get into your class.
You're an undergrad.
Sophomore.
You couldn't get into my class, so you found out where I go to have my students' stories read to me?
Pretty much.
I don't appreciate stalkers, O'Connor.
I'm not. Seen any good movies lately?
Are you fucking kidding me? Why are you here?
I want to learn how to write.
I don't teach people how to write.
And what about your students?
I teach them what not to write. If they learn something from that, that's their business.
Sorry I bothered you.
Jesus Christ. O'Connor, you're never going to get anywhere in this world if you give up so easily. I mean...
So you don't want me to go?
Well, I don't particularly want you to stay, creepy fucking kid, but as you can see, there isn't a line of people begging to come in here and read my students' mediocre stories to me, now is there? So, proceed.
How to Love a Woman by Joseph Epstein.
Oh, Joey Epstein. Jewish kid from the Bronx who thinks he knows all the ins and outs of how to love a woman.
Well, does he?
No.
Does anyone?
1 or 2.
Do you?
Read.
Far, far away, behind the word mountains, far from the countries, there lived the blind Tex. Separated they lived in Bookmark's Groove, right at the coast of a large language ocean. I guess sometimes people get in a rut and can't see how to get out. But what Mama must have forgot is, there's always a way out.
Suzanne Dutchman, while your name is on the account associated with your husband's alleged illegal activities, and while you did stand to profit from your husband's actions, I do believe that you were not fully aware of those activities. Therefore, I endorse your plea to 100 hours of community service effective immediately.
Hey, Ella. You Plaza?
Excuse me?
The Russian Baths out in Brighton Beach. Plaza.
No, I'm still not following you.
They lay you down in a sauna, and then a big, fat, hairy Russian guy comes in with an oil-dipped oak leaf brush and just beats the stress right out of your back and shoulders.
Wow. People pay for this?
They say it keeps you young. I'm going this Saturday, if you're curious.
Back to work, Jimmy.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Have a good one.
Hello. I'm Suzanne Dutchman. I think I'm supposed to report here.
Dutchman, docket number 2564. Welcome to the Beacon for the Blind. Right this way. Always keep in mind his disability is only one aspect of his personality. Yeah, you'll get used to it. Use his name when addressing him in a group setting. Oh, hey, Janice. Hey, help me. Don't ever push, poke, or shove him.
Of course not. Why would I do that?
Well, when people see a blind person start to get up, their instinct is to help him. But with Bill, if he ever needs any help, he'll let you know. He can still see shapes in light, but don't use any hand signals or gestures. He won't be able to make them out. And then one last thing. For the visually impaired, feeling is seeing. So don't be alarmed if he touches you.
Touches?
Just give me 1 minute. Bill? Bill?
Yes?
Good news for you today. We finally have a female reader for you.
What does she look like?
What do you care?
Well, I wasn't always blind.
Ugh. Suzanne? Suzanne Dutchman. Meet Bill Oakland.
How do you do, Mr. Oakland?
Tough name to carry around these days, I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
Dutchman. The guy who wanted to lay off 3,000 workers to make a buck that he didn't really need. You must have heard of this sociopath.
Yes, I have. He's my husband.
Well, I'm sure he's nice once you get to know him.
I'll be leaving you two alone then.
Just 1 minute. You're not leaving me alone with him, are you?
Yes.
But are you sure that he's stable?
Stable? He's not the one here because of a court order, Mrs. Dutchman. You are. And please keep in mind that if I report one violation of your agreement, you will be remanded to prison.
Look, I don't want trouble. I'd just like to get
Then
through
don't
this.
commit any violations.
Okay.
Won't you sit down?
What would you like me to read first?
Well, before we get to that, I'm just curious. Why are you here?
I was given 100 hours of community service.
No, I mean, how did a nice girl like you end up married to an asshole like Mark Dutchman?
I don't have to explain myself to you.
Well, I already know everything I need to know.
Do you?
Oh, my dear. Even a visually impaired man can see what you're all about.
And what am I all about?
I know your type.
And what type is that?
Oh, the type who loves her enormous penthouse and her ridiculously oversized diamond ring enough to cast a blind eye to all the heartless acts her husband had to commit in order to get her these things.
I don't have to tolerate this.
You know, it's actually my civic duty, perhaps, to punish you just a little.
Your civic duty to punish me for a crime I didn't commit and something that you know nothing about. You know what? Go fuck yourself, Mr. Oakland.
It's go fuck yourself, Bill.
I'd like to request a transfer.
Oh, you're not allowed to leave the room.
Well, I did, and I am not spending the next, I don't know, however many months reading to that cretin in a prison cell of a room. He's absolutely repugnant.
Did someone tell you that this is supposed to be fun? You have 1 hour and 40 minutes left. And remember, one violation. So I suggest you get back there. Now. Oh, my God.
Can we just start reading?
You know, it's rude to leave the room without telling me. I was sitting here talking to you, and now I don't know what you heard and what you missed. You could be nicer to me. Look, We got off on the wrong foot. Could we start over again?
No,
Why not?
because I don't want to.
Well, why don't we begin with,
Margie Thompson. Jeannie lost her way.
So, what's the latest with Mark? When's he getting out?
He just keeps telling me not to worry. But I'm worried.
Well, he's going to get out, right?
It's Mark. I'm sure he's gonna figure out a way. Can you believe that he hasn't even apologized to me? I don't know whatever this crap is that he and Howard got into, using the family account. What an idiot.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah, well, this is a big one.
At least you're not the one in prison. After all, how bad could reading to a blind man really be?
You try it.
If it were me,
Yeah.
I'd make the most of it. Have a little fun. Why not? Try something outrageous that you can only get away with if you're stuck in a room with a blind man. I mean, is he good looking?
Believe me, there is nothing fun about spending time with this man.
Hey, it's me calling. I just want to let you know I went to the store and I'm going to cook you one hell of a sexy dinner. So work up an appetite. Hey, it's me calling. I told you lately how brilliant and bold and beautiful and brave and all the other B words that mean perfect man that you are. In case you don't know who's calling, this is your wife. Anyway, I love you.
Hey, how's it going, Ella?
Oh, Galen, how are you?
No, it's Gavin.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
We tried to call you, but the number you gave us didn't work.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to switch my service.
Well, Bill's been assigned a court-ordered reader, so he won't be needing you anymore.
Oh, well. Can I go back and say goodbye? Please. Pretty please.
5 minutes.
Thank you. So I hear you finally got a woman's voice.
Is that you, Gavin?
The one and only.
Come in for a minute. Sit down.
I just wanted to come by and say that it's been real fun hanging out with you.
You are a true masochist, Gavin.
Well, the truth is, my father ran out of me when I was 2.
Hold on, let me get out my violin.
Would you just listen to me for a second? I got into a lot of fights as a kid.
Good for you.
My mother was great to me. She was really lonely. Ended up with a really nice guy, and I should be thankful. But he wasn't a man, you know what I mean?
I might.
When I read Thought on the Line for Venus, for the first time in my life, Bill, it was like someone taught me what it meant to be a man.
When did I tell you you could call me Bill?
Seriously.
What is it you want to say, Gavin?
You still live up to your book. And I lied to you. I'm not enrolled at NYU. I moved to New York 2 months ago with $700 in my pocket, and you know what, Bill? It was worth it.
Are you handy, Gavin?
What do you mean?
I have some projects I'm working on at home. Maybe you could come by and give me a hand this weekend. Call me on Friday.
Cool.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you.
Oh, no, not at all. You're just in time to meet my protege, the only kid crazy enough to volunteer to read for me. Gavin O'Connor, meet Suzanne Dutchman.
How do you do?
Fascinated to meet you.
Why is that?
I just can't imagine anyone volunteering to spend time with this man.
Well, he's an acquired taste, but he's worth it.
All right, Gavin, I'll talk to you on Friday.
Thanks, Bill. It's nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
I'm sorry I talked to you that way. I had no call to treat you like that.
Thank you. I appreciate your apology.
How was your day off?
It was fine.
That's good. You still don't like me, do you?
Am I supposed to like you?
You might try.
You know, I'm sure that you were self-centered and narcissistic before your accident. And now you're self-centered, narcissistic, and blind. I brought you a present.
Is it a green tea candle?
It might be. Why, can you smell it?
Yes. It stinks.
You don't like green tea.
But I'll tell you what I do like. I like your perfume. Muguet du Bois.
How do you know Muguet du Bois? They don't make it anymore.
My stepmother used to wear it.
Well, she's got good taste.
Yes. In everything except men.
Should I just take one from the top of the stack?
Yes. And please, get rid of that foul-smelling candle.
It really does stink in here.
You'll get used to it.
So where are we?
The grand jury is being sworn, and they're going to start to hear evidence soon.
How long?
It's impossible to say at this time, but, you know, maybe 3 or 4 weeks.
Not good enough.
Mark, I need you to take an honest look at what you're facing. There's a possibility of you doing substantial time. Your associate is testifying against you.
Arnold, let me ask you something. Why the fuck am I paying you $1,200 an hour for?
To represent your interests.
Tell me again.
To represent your interests.
So why are you telling me the obvious? Do your job, stop dicking around, and get me the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Thank you. My beautiful wife is here.
Hello, Arnold.
Mrs. Dutchman.
Hey, baby.
Hi. Any progress?
I have faith in the legal system.
Is he saying how long?
Soon. So.
Are you doing okay in here?
It's not a situation I can't handle. Where's your ring?
I didn't think it was a good time to be flaunting what we have.
I want that ring on your finger. You hear me? There's nothing to be ashamed of.
It's just a little uncomfortable.
Tell me about the community service.
It's fine. What do you want to know?
This blind man you read to. What's he do?
He was a novelist, and now he teaches.
Teaches? What's his name?
Bill Oakland. He wrote that book, Throw It on the Line for Venus.
He made a lot of money.
Oh, he doesn't have a lot of money now. What'd you think?
Of the book?
Yeah.
I never read it.
She put down her book, leaned back, and clasped the paper knife tightly in both hands. There was nothing to be ashamed of. She called up all her Moscow memories. She recalled the ball and Vronsky and his humble, enamored gaze and their relations with one another. There was nothing to be ashamed of.
Hold on. Hold on. Why are you reading it that way?
What way?
As if it has no meaning. This is the most important moment in the book. This is the moment that Anna realizes that she can no longer go on bullshitting herself that she's happy with her life.
Okay.
And once you cross that line, you either have to make the terrifying change that will alter your life in ways you can't imagine, or you take the safe route to live out the rest of your days drowning in that familiar security, while at night your dreams are filled with feasts you never touched and love you never tasted. Why aren't you saying anything?
I thought I was supposed to be reading your student stories.
Well, I'm teaching Karenina next semester. I wanted to get reacquainted.
Okay, sorry, where were we?
Nothing to be ashamed of.
Right. There was nothing to be ashamed of. And yet, at this very point of her recollections, the feeling of shame was intensified, just as though when she was thinking about Vronsky, some inner voice said to her, warm, very warm, hot. Well, she said to herself, resolutely changing her position on the seat. What about it? What does it mean? Am I really afraid to look straight at what passed between us? Well, what did pass between us is can there be anything more between myself and that boy officer than there is between me and every one of my acquaintances? Oh, honeypot, you like your Chanel number 5. Something in my blood was screaming out. At the top of its lungs, can we still save the Big Easy? Can we open the window?
I'm sorry, would you repeat that?
Can we open the window?
If I may, please don't break the rhythm of a sentence to ask some question. I mean, the kid was getting close to writing a halfway decent line, and now the rhythm is lost to me.
It's just really uncomfortably hot in here.
What is going on with you today?
Nothing.
Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. It's just hot.
Look, it isn't easy to edit when you can't look at the words. I'm sure you understand. We can't open the window because the noise from outside makes it hard for me to follow the rhythm of each sentence, paragraph, page. So, can you help me?
Yes. The snake of the river below, as you fly into the city, is a good portent for the balance between sweet and sinister one encounters in New Orleans. The winding river works his way through her center, providing the city with life, knowing all the time he can take it away on a whim. Down by the river, in the heart of the quarter, there stands a statue, Old Man River, a man with a past, arms reach empty-handed, God to a city in love with...
Wait. What just happened?
I don't know. You kind of lost me here.
No, I mean with you.
Nothing?
Your scent just changed.
What do you mean, my scent?
Your pheromones got stronger.
Hey, Bill, just getting the trash.
Hey, Jimmy. How's that Shakespeare workshop coming?
It's just great, Bill. In fact, it's fan-fucking-tastic.
That's good to hear.
Okay, then. You two have a good time.
Where were we?
God to a city in love with water. Hi. It was just really, really hot in there today. What? I feel like I'm going crazy. Like I'm losing my shit. I don't even know what's real anymore. I don't even know if I know who Mark is anymore. I don't even know if I know who I am.
Well, I know who you are, and I think you're fucking fabulous. That's real.
Do you think Mark's a good guy?
What? I mean, yeah, of course.
Do you really think that he's a good man?
Yes. Why would you ask me
He's
that?
having an affair.
My God. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Do you know who she is?
Not yet. God, I feel so stupid.
You're not stupid.
No, really, I feel so stupid. Like such an idiot.
Fuck him. What are you gonna do?
I don't know, it feels like it's all falling apart.
Suze.
Literally everything is falling apart. But something has to change. Because this isn't working.
What you looking for?
I was just checking to make sure this was the right place.
The right place for what?
I'm looking for a friend of mine.
Papi who?
Bill Oakland.
Yeah, this is the right place. I'm a super. He expecting you?
Yeah.
Hey, you want a beer?
Thanks, but it's a little early for me.
Bah! Don't ever let people tell you how to live. Those on the second floor.
Thanks, man.
You got it, buddy.
Just a little love, a little kiss. Just an hour that holds a world of bliss.
Bill? I'm back here.
Eyes
Hey.
that tremble like the stars above thee.
Welcome, Gavin. Make yourself at home.
Oh, gee, thanks. So? What's this project you're talking about? You know, this wasn't really what I had in mind when you said projects.
Scrub!
You don't have a vacuum cleaner?
No,
Bill,
I don't entertain much.
so what are you having me do all of this for?
You ever see The Karate Kid?
Yeah.
You're awfully quiet, Gavin.
I just had an idea for a short story.
See, there's a method to my madness.
Right.
I'll be out soon, baby. Rest assured you won't be doing community service any longer.
It's not that bad, actually.
Not that bad. What? You like reading to this guy?
No, it's not that. It just feels good to be productive again.
What's that supposed to mean?
I need stability outside of you.
Why would you say that? Why?
Because you made choices. Choices that you didn't consult me on.
You know how many choices I make in a day? Am I supposed to consult you on every one?
I don't care how many decisions you have to make. I care about this decision which landed you here and implicated me.
We're not guilty. Howard is. You'll understand that when I'm out of this hellhole and you won't have to read to any fucking cripple anymore. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Just this place is getting to me. You can listen to me. I got your back. Huh? You can depend on me. I promise you.
So how come you never finished your second book?
How come you never finished your first?
I'm building life experience.
What's your story, Gavin? You got a girl?
There's a girl, I'm just waiting for the moment to present itself.
What's she like?
Well, you know her.
You mean Ella?
Yeah.
Oh, forget it.
What?
Don't stop cleaning, by the way. You are definitely not ready for a girl like that.
You might not know this, Bill, but I am a very good-looking guy.
That's so funny because you don't come across like one.
Well, I was voted best-looking guy in high school.
Oh, not enough for a quality woman, a keeper like Ella. And besides, your looks are only one part of the equation.
So what's the rest?
Smarts, humor, money, the ability to make her feel safe, the unpredictability of a great lover.
So I got 4 out of 5 with potential for money.
How you gonna make money?
Writing. What?
One day, you're gonna meet a girl, and she's gonna be lying in your arms in bed, and everything is just going to make sense.
Jesus, Bill. You're getting me all hot and bothered over here. Oh. No, but seriously, when was the last time? You know, the last time you were with a woman.
Not since my wife.
Jesus.
Your sympathy is much appreciated.
I had to lose my fucking mind.
How do you know I haven't already?
Oh, that explains a lot. Hey, Bill, I'm leaving. Bill.
Gavin!
What?
I didn't expect you to work for the privilege of my company.
I don't want to take your money, Bill.
I'm not offering you money, you presumptive little shit. I'm inviting you to sit in on my class.
You mean that?
Consider it a token of my appreciation.
Thank you, Bill.
You're all right, O'Connor.
Not the worst you ever met, right?
You're quoting my book. Get the fuck out of here.
What's your problem, Michelle?
I don't know how many more of these parties I can do.
Well, the party is in my honor. It would be rude not to show up.
Rude? How about how rude it is that you're never home anymore?
Restaurant readers could come in 3 hours early, and then you can do the rounds that I would normally be doing when I'm talking to the volunteers that first come here. That would be really helpful. And then there was one other thing that I wanted to ask you. Oh, hey, Bill. You're here early.
I just thought I'd do a little cleaning before she gets here.
Oh, my. You do windows, too? Anyway, where was I?
I must be in the wrong room. I was looking for Bill Oakland.
You inspired me.
I inspired you.
Every time you walk in this room, you make me feel something I thought I never would again.
And what's that?
Possibilities. Do you need to get that?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Is everything okay?
Yes. Great.
May I ask you to do something for me?
Sure.
It's a lot to ask, but you'd really be doing me a big favor.
Nice. I love the smell of this. Reminds me of when I was a kid. My father injured himself in a grilling accident, and I had to shave him for 2 weeks.
That sounds so naughty, but I love it.
Don't be obscene.
We're all just trying to get home, I suppose.
I'm about to put an extremely sharp razor against your neck. I would choose my next words carefully. They could be your last.
I'm in your hands.
Nice.
How many times did you say you shaved your father?
I was a kid. Like, I need to get your chin. There you go. Stretch it out. Ooh, sexy.
How do I look?
Very handsome.
Suzanne Dutchman.
What's up, Holmes? What's the matter? You got ass? Burgers?
What?
Ass. Burgers. You antisocial or something, eh?
You mean Asperger's? No, I don't. I just don't particularly want to talk right now, okay?
Listen to this particular motherfucker. From now on, you don't eat. You bring your food, you put it on a tray, and you bring it to me. Big Ricky G. ¿Entiendes? You understand?
Didn't your mother teach you not to touch another man's brownie?
The fuck you say about my mother?
A bird in a cage, a word on a page, a flicker of some promise in the blue, a feeling like spring, a sail on the wind. All I really want is you. Why did I try to find forever with a breaking heart? I guess I never thought the sun would ever shine this far past the stars. Couldn't see it then, but now I finally do. All I really want
Hello.
is you.
Oh, you're here early.
I am. How are you today?
I'm, doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. What would you like to start with today? Maybe Margie Thompson, get her out of the way.
I want to go to the park. I want you to take me to the park.
I'm not allowed to leave the room.
I know. So, we better not get caught. I'm gonna hold on to you.
But I don't know if I know how to do this.
It's okay. I'll show you.
How you doing, boss?
What'd you find?
She reads to him 2 hours, 3 times a week, and then she goes home.
That it?
Yeah, I don't think you got anything to worry about there.
Have you seen what my wife looks like?
Yes, boss, but he's blind.
That doesn't make him a eunuch.
I'm on it, Mr. Dutchman. Take care of it.
Feel like we're the bad kids ditching school to go smoke.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you were one of the bad kids.
I was, as a matter of fact, but that's a long time ago. Isn't this pond just beautiful? And that rock face over there, it's just exquisite, don't you think?
Yes, I do. It's stunning. Do you still remember what it looks like?
Oh, yes, I do. I have to reimagine it over and over again so I don't forget. No, it's the other things that are hard about going blind.
Like what things?
You have to relearn everything like a child. How to wash yourself, how to boil water, how to function. It took me a year just to get up the nerve to step outside my apartment.
Well, and now look at you, escorting me to the park. What are the chances?
Is this the ball field?
Yes.
You know what I like most about this ball field?
What's that?
Is I can walk around here without my hands in front of my face.
You don't walk around with your hands in front of your face.
Well, that doesn't mean I live without that fear. You know, I played football on this field every weekend until I was 40. Are there kids on the field right now?
No, over on your...
Okay, then hit me along!
Bill! Shit. Bill! Bill! Bill, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Don't ever do that again.
Wait,
What?
I think I can see.
Shit, we're gonna be late. Get up, come on. Get up, get up. She's there.
Let's take the stairs.
Okay, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Wait. When she read how Lady Mary rode to the hounds, teased the bride, and astonished everybody
It's
by her
4:04.
boldness.
Ella, if I could have another moment with Mrs. Dutchman, I want to hear the end of this chapter.
Yeah, well, that's up to her.
Oh, it's a page and a half.
Fine. Okay, suit yourself.
What is it?
It's a leaf.
I thought there was a secret to love, a mystery known only by the few. The face in my dreams, it won't let me be. All I really want is you. Why did we have to go about it in the long, long way? It's like we only needed time to figure out how to say, turn the page. Couldn't see it then, but now I finally do. All I really want is you.
Okay. Now, y'all know I respect y'all's opinions, but I'm sorry. Can we please just talk about the obvious, latent homosexuality rampant throughout this chapter? I mean, the blood, the flesh, and the 11 Greeks piling out of Camille's house, and Dean stays in bed for 3 days. Hello? Is there any question that Sal wants to stick it up Dean's ass?
Hey, come on. A little respect, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have another interpretation, homophobe?
I see on the road as being a little deeper than Sal just wanted to stick it up Dean's ass, yes.
Darling, you can go as deep as you like.
I think Kerouac's saying Dean is Christ.
Closeted.
All right, enough of this shit. A writer is always entitled to his intention, just as the reader is always entitled to his interpretation of the work. Now, a lot of people think that Kerouac was, as Kyle put it, closeted. But when it comes to On the Road, I tend to agree with O'Connor in terms of Kerouac's intention. Page 185. Dean says, they came into the room and found me lying on the bed, my arms stretched out forever. This is after 3 days. Page 186. They unwrapped the bandages and showed me. The flesh, about ½ an inch, was missing under the nail, which could be an interpretation of a stake going through the hand. The 11 Greeks? How about the 11 apostles, Sal being the 12th, which makes Dean. All right, now, get the hell out of here and go get some experience.
Bill, thanks for letting me sit in.
You're better than the rest of them.
You mean that?
I told you not to ask me stupid questions.
See you later, Bill.
I think about that night every day, but still he haunts me. He hovers over my bed at night and whispers in my dreams. I still have integrity. What are you left with? The end.
I'd say that's a step up for Joey Epstein.
I'd hate to see his early works.
What are you reading now?
Franzen. Although I did just come across this really interesting writer, Bill Oakland.
So, what did you think?
I was pleasantly surprised. It certainly wasn't the worst I've ever read.
You, know what this means, don't you?
No, what does this mean?
You must have dinner with me tonight.
What?
Come with me to Brooklyn, and I'll take you to Paris.
Paris.
Everybody knows that Brooklyn is the new Paris.
Really?
Bien sûr.
Well, it's been a long time since I've been to Paris.
So?
So?
What do you say?
Brooklyn it is, then.
Oh. Allow me. Chivalry is not dead among the blind. Mila? May I have a vodka on the rocks, and for you?
Just a glass of red wine.
Red wine.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're probably wondering why I asked you to come to dinner.
No, I was actually asking myself why I said yes.
Well, I am guilty of a crime that I would never forgive someone else for committing. I judged a book by its cover, and I misjudged you. And in spite of your ridiculously oversized diamond ring, I was wrong about you. You're not at all what I thought you were.
Well, I actually misjudged you as well. I said that you were self-centered, narcissistic, and blind. And I realized that you're self-centered, narcissistic, blind, and a little charming. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Wes.
So maybe we can start over.
You're starting over. You like to travel? I love Paris. You love
I
Paris?
do love Paris. In fact, it's my favorite place in the whole world. I begged my father to take me on my 13th birthday. And I got there and it felt like this was home. And I was determined to live there. That was my plan. I was gonna go there, write poetry, sit in cafes and smoke cigarettes.
Did you end up living there?
No.
Why not?
Just life, and you know, it just seemed like it was a romantic notion of a teenage girl, and you know, it didn't fit Mark's agenda of building an empire, because for him, business is pleasure, and that's pretty much it.
The cage with the golden bars. I know it well. I never planned to stay in New York. I always thought I would end up in Paris, like the Lost Generation, or better yet, in some seaside town in the south of France. And once I learned that you don't need a lot of money to travel, I was hooked. I went all over Europe with very little in my pocket. Who cared if the bed was lumpy or the bathroom was down the hall? The cheese was splendid and the wine was out of this world, so what more do you need?
That truly sounds heavenly, except for the lumpy bed.
And here we are.
How do you know this is where it's at? That's amazing. Really impressive.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Well, hey, Frank. Frank, this is Suzanne. Suzanne, this is Frank. Frank's the super of our building.
How do you do?
Wow. You were beautiful.
Thank you.
I tell people like it is. You are a beautiful woman. In fact, the two of you look pretty friggin' beautiful together. Bill, what'd you do? The Botox.
No, Frank, it's just a shave, but I appreciate the thought.
Hey, no problem.
Nice to meet you. Quite a colorful character.
Yes.
Thank you for a really lovely evening.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go home.
Wait a minute. You came all this way, you're not the least bit curious to see what a blind man's apartment looks like?
Well, I didn't realize that it was different.
Come on.
Thank you.
Can I get you something to drink? Would you like a glass of wine?
Sure. That sounds
White or
lovely.
red?
Red is perfect.
Good, because all I have is red.
Is this your office?
Yes.
You look good on the track.
Well, it's how I put myself through school.
Is this postcard from the south of France?
Yes, it's from the Côte d'Azur, my favorite place in the world. The town is called Aise.
Your wife is very pretty.
Thank you.
No kids?
No, I realized that I couldn't be a good father and a good writer, so no kids. How about yourself?
We tried for a long time, but it didn't work.
Here you are.
Straight 12 o'clock. Thank you. So tell me, dinner at the French restaurant, the stroll, the wine. I don't know, is this part of the normal Bill Oakland routine?
Actually, I haven't had a woman up to this apartment in 5 years.
Well, I guess then I should be honored.
May I ask you a question?
Sure.
I can see shapes. I can make out your skin tone, but what do you look like?
I have brown hair, hazel eyes.
No. What do you look like?
Well, why don't you see for yourself?
I can see that you're beautiful. And I can see that you're fragile.
I want to see the way that you see. How you see me. I can see that you're fragile too.
Suzanne? Suzanne?
Hello? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Have a
Reservation at Per Se at 7. You think I'll make that?
Yes.
All rise.
Due to the untimely death of our key witness, the government has no choice but to drop all charges against Mark Dutchman.
Are they here?
Yeah, they're there.
Mr. Dutchman, what do you think really happened to your former associate, Howard Cunningham?
Howard Cunningham told lies about me, and I'll never know why. But let's get one thing straight. I am still grieving over the freak accident that took my friend's life. That's all I have to say. Did I tell you it was gonna work out?
You did.
Home sweet home. What's wrong?
What really happened to Howard?
He got hit by a bus. Karma's a bitch. I had nothing to do with Howard's death. How's your blind man? I guess I'll be sad now. I think to sit in his little room jerking off about my wife. Let's be happy about that.
Of course I am. I'm gonna take a bath. So they dropped all the charges.
So this is it? This is your, last session?
I don't know how I could justify coming.
Well, you could volunteer. You do charity work all the time.
You're not a charity case.
You're not coming back, are you? Please come back. Please come back.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome, Mr. Dutchman.
What are you doing here?
Just in the neighborhood.
Mark, have you followed me?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mrs. Dutchman. What, you feeling guilty or something?
What's it gonna take?
Not to tell him? I don't know if I can put a price on that.
Try.
fucking kidding me?
I'm tired.
Hey, what'd you find?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I mean, she reads to him.
That's it?
That's it, boss.
Are you lying to me, Landry?
No.
You're fired.
Fired.
You got a hearing problem?
You sure that's a good idea?
I'm sorry.
Well, considering everything I know about you and given your current standing with the U.S. Attorney, are you sure that's a good idea?
Now, that's the kind of spirit I like to see in my team. Maybe you're not such a pussy after all. Maybe hope for you yet.
Thank you, Mr.
Ah! If I even dream you ratted me out, I'll take your fucking head off with this golf club. You hear me? Are we clear? Now, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Is my wife having an affair with the blind man?
Yeah.
Is she?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
He soaked in the intoxication of her scent before diving headfirst into her holiness, sending her into a paroxysm of pleasure she did not know existed before his gentle touch. Wow. You fuck as good as you write?
Who do I have the pleasure of addressing?
Mark Dutchman. Suzanne's my wife?
Dutchman's not your real last name, is it?
What makes you say that?
Your voice has a ring of Queens to it. I mean, polished, but you could never take all the Far Rockaway out of there, now can you?
And where are you from?
Brooklyn.
You got balls for a blind man.
I'll give you that. What is it you do for my wife?
Oh, I don't want to fight with you, Mark.
No, I want to know. I need to know. What is it you do?
You really need me to spell that out for you?
I'm gonna say once. Only once. Do not see Suzanne again.
That's fine. Just don't ask me to keep my hands off her.
You think you can say that shit to my face and I'm gonna give you a pass because you're blind? Huh?
No. No, Mark. No. I want you to treat me just like any other guy that's banging your wife.
What the fuck is going on in here?
Get your hands off me.
What's wrong with you? Get out of here. Remember what I said. You're all right, pal. You remember this? I had never been as happy in my life as I was in that moment. You love him?
Mark.
Tell me.
don't know.
I forgive you. Just end this thing with him.
Oh, I don't know if I forgive you.
I've made mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, even you. But we can change. I've changed. You know what I thought of when I was in prison? You know what got me through? You. The thought of coming home and holding you. It's the only thing that held me together.
Is that why you had me followed?
What do I have to do to keep the one uncorrupted thing left in my life? Just tell me what you need, Suzanne. Tell me. And I swear to God, I'll give it to you. You're my everything, baby. You know that? Everything. I know you think you love him. But let me tell you something. Bill's a short story. I'm your novel. Novels are work sometimes, but the short story doesn't go on to the next day. It doesn't endure. It's fun for a while, but then the fun runs out. Then you realize there's no new chapter to turn to.
I don't know what this is anymore. I don't know you.
Don't leave me. Don't. I can't live without you. I can't. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Not now. Not when my whole fucking world is falling apart. Baby, please. Please, baby. I need you so much. I need you. I need you. I need you.
Suzanne, is that you?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Please come in.
You are not going to believe the kind of day I've had. I actually was inspired to write.
It's great. What happened to your face?
Nothing. I bumped into something when I was doing something. May I offer you a glass of champagne?
I'm sorry, Bill. I can't do this.
You can't drink champagne in the middle of the day?
No, this can't go any further. I'm married. It's not right.
It's only wrong if you stay with him. Do you still love him?
He's my husband.
That's not an answer, Suzanne.
Yes, I still love him.
I don't believe you.
I am sorry, Bill. I have to go.
Suzanne, it's good to see you. Nice to have you around.
Frank?
Yeah.
Which way did she go?
To the left.
Suzanne! Suzanne!
Coño.
Suzanne!
Jesus! Buddy. Buddy. Buddy, are you okay? You okay? Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come
Hey,
on,
you're not gonna get yourself killed?
You got him? You got him?
Yeah, I got him. Right here. Okay.
Frank?
Yes, that's me. It's
Is
me.
that you,
It's me,
Frank?
Bill.
Yeah,
Right here.
got my car.
I'm right here. Yeah?
All right, he's okay. Yeah.
He got hit by a cabbie.
Nice stick,
I got your stick. I got your stick right here. All right? Don't move. Don't move.
Buddy.
Right here. Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Hey, it's me calling. I just wanted to tell you to be nice tonight. You've been a grouch for the last 3 nights, and I'm feeling kind of fragile, so please, just be nice tonight, okay? I love you.
Michelle, this cannot come as a surprise to you, but I want a...
What's going on here?
I lost something.
I took it.
What?
Here. Nothing left to win or lose. When I was cleaning your apartment, I would have told you, but I knew you wouldn't let me read it.
That's because it's not finished.
But it's not far.
God damn it!
How dare you?
Are you gonna finish it?
Yeah. I'm gonna finish it.
But what do you...
Finish it.
No! Stop!
Let it burn, Gavin!
No!
Let it burn!
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Why don't you mind your own business?
Why don't you get off your ass and do what you were put on this earth to do? It's time to move on. Enough with this self-pity shit. You're blocked. Change up the scenery.
I'm blind, Gavin. The scenery doesn't change. Ever.
Everyone makes their excuses.
Oh, come on.
But it's only the losers who quit because it's not fair.
Oh, please.
Nobody said it had to be fair.
All right, so?
Well, you wrote that. If you want to give up, that's your business. And if you need help getting your life together, then you give me a call.
See if it calms you
We all cave eventually, convince ourselves not to take the final leap just when our dreams are within reach. The opposite of love is not hate, but indifference.
And saw that the spring had sprung. The food was gone, but no mouse. You see, the mouse had come in the middle of the night. She called for my grandfather. Papa, he came quickly. What's the matter, he asked. There's a mouse in our house, she yelled, but the mouse was gone. Don't worry, said Papa. The next morning, Moomin.
However, the nemesis of love is fear. Fear creeps into you, builds up walls, traps you inside yourself. Fear strangles you, slowly, subtly, until one day there's nothing left to win or lose. Nothing left but the thirst for the one drink you don't have. Nothing left but the memory of the one pair of lips that could have saved your soul, if only fear hadn't kept you from taking the leap.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. All right, bye.
How are you?
Oh, Mrs. Dutchman, I didn't know you were reading today.
No, I'm not. And please call me Suzanne.
Okay, Suzanne.
Do you know where he is, Ella?
Bill? No, not a clue. He just vanished. But by the way, it was really nice to see you reading to those kids. They really loved you.
Hey! Suze! Oh, hi. What are you doing here? I was just in the neighborhood and I thought I'd drop by to see if you want to have lunch.
That's Chanel number 5.
Every now and then it's fun.
Oh, honey pot. He likes 5-minute eggs, not 3.
Hey, I was just gonna call you. Wanna grab some lunch?
Don't do that.
What's wrong?
I'm done. I am really done.
Are we really gonna go through this again?
No, we're not. Deanna will love that.
All I ever wanted was for you to be happy.
Darling, our love will forever last. We'll always have the moon. We'll always have the moon. And even if
Hello, Bill.
Bonjour, Jean.
or even if should sing out of tune. We'll always, always have the moon.
Hello, Bill. How are you today?
Ça va, Milway, et vous? How was your little dog?
Oh, still being on the sofa. But what can you do?
Well, either kill him or learn to live with it.
Oh, like men?
Well, not all men.
All of them. The usual?
The usual, Milway, s'il vous plaît.
We'll always, always have the moon.
You think today is the day?
Today is as good as any day.
That's what you say every day. Bill, why do you never offer the other glass to me?
Because it's for me.
Quand il me prend dans ses bras, il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon corps une épave de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit là, juré pour la vie. Dès que je t'aperçois, alors je sens dans moi mon corps qui bat.
A bird in a cage, a word on a page. hands in the blue. A feeling like spring, a sail on the wings. All I really want is you. Why did I try to find forever with a breaking heart? I guess I never thought the sun would ever shine this far past the stars. Couldn't see it then, but now I finally do. All I really want is you.
I thought there was a secret to love, a mystery known only by the few. The face in my dreams, it won't let me be. All I really want is you.
Why did we have to go about it in the long, long way? It's like we only needed time to figure out how to say, turn the page. Couldn't see it then, but now I finally do. All I really want is you. The trace of your lips on my fingertips. For the first time ever, now I really do understand why a grown man can cry. All I really want is you. All I really want is
All I really want is
all I really want is
Pourquoi would such a moon be smiling above us tonight? Pourquoi would all the leaves be whispering to hold each other tight as the night we're admiring, conspiring to wake two hearts up to love? All the stars above must clearly see. Pourquoi your lips call to be kissed? Pourquoi your touch I can't resist? Pourquoi